News galore. Whales are buying. Moves are being made in the political sphere. We're going to try something different today. As you know, I'm on the road and I have a list of topics I want to go over, the news of the past week, and my opinion. Number one, first off, Bitcoin's mining difficulty soared to a record 134.7 trillion, strengthening network security as hash rate climbs steadily. This shows that there is more movement being made with people buying and selling. Obvious common sense. However, to the untrained eye, it also sparks the fact that as soon as there are less sellers, there's seller exhaustion and the more buyers, the Bitcoin price is going to go parabolic. It only takes one spark, one country, for like example, we already have Kazakhstan that established a crypto Bitcoin strategic reserve today. One more country does that, maybe Russia, opens the floodgates, and it's off to the races. And it looks like, according to my opinion, we may see that coveted $250,000 Bitcoin at the end of this month, or at least $150,000 by the end of the year. Freudian slip. Number two, Foundation dumped 10,000 ETH onto exchanges, fueling talks about whether it's smart funding or just pressuring prices down. I believe that they are restructuring their platforms. A lot of companies, a lot of treasuries are a bit smart, and they're looking at the rotation that's happening into projects like Solana or Hyperliquid. We're already starting to see that rotation. First it's Bitcoin, then it's Ethereum, then it's altcoin season. And Sol Strategies, I believe, this is breaking news, actually listed on the Nasdaq today. I remember when it was still a scam token and everybody was telling us to sell it. Even a mentor of mine, Del Crypto, was like, sell any Solana you have. He was secretly buying. No heat on him. But when people were selling, I was like, yeah, fuck it. I'm going to buy more if you guys are all going to sell it. Give it to me at a cheap discount. I'm going to buy as much Solana as possible. So, number three, Robinhood made it into the S&P 500, spotlighting its crypto features. Investors are buzzing, but everyone's cautioning about swings. Robinhood making it to S&P 500 is interesting because now it allows it to be one of the projects. For many of you that know, S&P 500 is where a lot of retirement funds can currently invest. A lot of them still can't invest in like treasury companies directly or in Bitcoin ETFs directly. That's more so for like professional investors with BlackRock or via another investment vehicle, or I guess brokerage. But for like fire departments, school departments, education departments rather, different districts, police departments to be able to invest, will have their retirement funds for their employees invested in the stock market. They have to do it through S&P 500. However, this is one that's interesting to me because Robinhood is, in my opinion, is no longer a securities company. They're more of a crypto company. It's obvious that like they make a lot more money on crypto than any other product. That's also because it was made for millennials, and obviously millennials, Gen Z, and now we have Gen Alpha coming of age. They're going to be investing more in cryptocurrency. There's a lot better return. I keep telling people this. People are going to call me stupid. They're going to say I'm retarded. And you know, we've been here before. What happens every cycle? I've only been in one cycle. It's a little hot here, but I've only really been in half a cycle last time. But one thing that does happen, I know from my brother's experience in 2017-18, is everybody calls him idiot, moron, stupid, immature. And what happens when you hear the stories and articles of people, oh, so-and-so made, $3 million off of a $200 investment. They don't look at the time frame. All they see is, oh, I can make really a lot of money overnight. Eric Finn, the wealthiest, the youngest Bitcoin millionaire in history, back in 2017, he made his first millions. He even said that a lot of people in his school, a lot of his classmates, they always think that it's a get rich overnight thing. And he admits that he invested in it like until in 13, 12, and he just waited it out until you saw what happened. He actually made millions, and he's still making millions. He's held on 2017 to 2021. Now his $4 million is probably worth like, I don't know, like 80 million, who knows, but they're making money, but it's not overnight. So S&P 500, Robinhood, that's great, but honestly, I would have preferred they would have actually let MicroStrategies enter. I think it's a much more mature company. And it's something that a lot of people that do look at those investment funds, my family works for the government. I have family members though, they work for the government. And when they look at the companies, some people that are in their 70s right now may not be so happy with seeing Robinhood there. But MicroStrategy, it's like seeing Tesla or Instagram or something. Meta. Next, number 4. Company StablecoinX snagged $530 million to scoop up digital assets before heading Nasdaq. That's obviously a play to basically buy as much crypto as possible before the next move up, which is altcoin season. There's nothing there to read into it. A lot of companies are going to be buying cryptocurrency before the next leg up. It's just how it goes. I was listening to Larson CTO, one of my favorite guys, and he said that he left the space for a few months vacation back in early July, and the Bitcoin value right now, $112,000, is actually about the same it was when he had left the space before the parabolic move up to $100,000. So a lot of people aren't missing a lot with regards to that. This is as good of a time as any as before July to enter the market, and you're going to see a lot of companies front running what's about to happen. Not financial advice, do your own research. Trump's family fortune spiked by 1.3 billion thanks to fresh tokens like ABTC and World Liberty Financial, WLFI ticker. People get angry when I bring up Trump. The guy is a smart man. He's a genius. What I want people to understand is that this is a family business, the Trump organization, that's existed in one form or another under President Trump's grandfather. His grandfather borrowed money from his mother, his great-grandmother, to actually build the first property. And then it went to President Trump's father, Frederick Trump, and then it went down to President Trump. If a family that's been in this industry for over 100 years easily, right? Because President Trump's 70, right? So over 150 years, to say, in real estate, they've built billions of dollars worth of real estate all over the world. And a lot of name rights. That's mostly their business nowadays. It's just like lending the name out, and they just get credit, and they get paid, and they get hotel rooms inside the property that they build under their name to other companies, third parties. If they've been in crypto for less than a year, and their biggest asset right now is crypto, not real estate, that should tell you that this industry is an industry, again, remember, this industry is only at $4 trillion market cap right now. What happens when it goes to $10 trillion, $20 trillion, $100 trillion? For the people that aren't in this space right now and they're still, old school thinking, oh, I'm going to hold gold. Hey, no heat on gold. I love gold. I love silver. You have to hold a little bit of everything. But if you're not into this industry, deep into this, and not financial advice, but selling properties to buy more crypto, you're doing it wrong. You're going to miss out on a lot. And you're going to be looking back and telling your children in 10, 20 years, oh, Uncle Mike Riz, I've asked myself, why is he driving Lamborghinis? Why do all his kids own apartments? Why do all his kids have 2 or 3 Bitcoin each? And the grandchildren too. Oh, why don't we? Because we didn't trust Uncle Mike, because crypto was immature and was for little kids. I'm sorry. People that watch this and they're pissed at me, it is what it is. It happened with the tech space as well. From my understanding, is people that invest in tech because they thought it was a fad, it was immature, it was going to go away. It's still here. And now we have the next generation of tech, which is the cryptocurrency Web3 space. Just in, Nasdaq to invest $50 million in Gemini crypto exchange. Gemini is is dear to my heart because it was the first crypto exchange that I ever used. Fun fact for a lot of people that don't know that. Nasdaq doing this, again, they're investing money because they know that Gemini, like any crypto exchange that lists a major crypto exchange in the United States right now, it's going to make money. Robinhood making lots of money in the stock market. Obviously Coinbase as well. Gemini, lots of users, one of the best, one of the most regulated, one of the most well-respected. Huge standards for listing cryptocurrency. Much more than Coinbase. Robinhood you can't compare because Robinhood is, again, it was originally a stock investment app. It wasn't like a crypto app, but now it is. Last but not least, number 7. Just in, U.S. payrolls revised down by 911,000 jobs, the largest cut in history. This is fucking crazy because Jerome Powell hasn't cut rates with the Federal Reserve because why? They told us that the job market is strong and robust. It obviously is not strong and robust. It's been pretty bad for a whole year. They revised it down, not by 100,000, not by 50,000, by almost 1 million jobs. People are suffering. It's going to be a very ugly Christmas for a lot of people. And hopefully they do something to not fuck this up and fix the situation fast. With that being said, I've enjoyed talking to you guys. It's a little hot. Been a busy day, but I had to get on live. Well, record this live. And with that being said, upwards and onwards.